You know, it always amazes me how quickly deck owners are willing to give up on their wood systems, right? Most of the decks in this area are made from pine wood. There's a few of them that are cedar and some special domestic woods, but for the large and most part, southern treated pine, and a very versatile and very tough building product. There's a reason why our forefathers started using it and chose it for building outdoor structures, right? It can take a lot of damage. Does it weather? Yes. Does everything that you stick outside under the sun take on weathering and take on some sort of surface damage? Yes. Yes. Um, when we're talking about decks, that includes composite, it includes aluminum, it includes vinyl. We're talking about outdoor structures like decks, docks, fences, and all this stuff. It doesn't matter what you guys bring in and build it with. This dude up here, the sun, and the UV spectrum, the UVA and the UVB that drop straight down on everything, paired with the relative humidity here in the tri-state in Cincinnati and northern Kentucky, right? And then paired with 1,000 other combination of external forces beat down and cause weathering to decks and outdoor structures. And then the users come in, the owners come in and cause even more destruction and damage. But it amazes me at how well pine weathers all this. It really, really does. For the most part, when I show up to refinish a deck system, when we look at these wood decks that everybody's replacing, they're ripping them up and they're replacing. I mean, some people are spending their life savings and taking out second mortgages on their house and taking out loans and all this. And when you look at the decks, they have surface damage that's about that deep on 1/8 of an inch of the planks. And if you look at the rest of the plank down, it's solid and still good. Outside of a few boards, there's usually a few boards that are really bad that have to come out, but up here in Milford, I can tell you guys, we just did this and it's raining, and so it doesn't look, it's not looking as beautiful as it could be if it was dry and it didn't have all these leaves and stuff on it that's falling on it. But you could see its real beauty and its real color. It's wet right now, but this was a peeling Behr DeckOver system. And I'll put some pictures in here so you guys can see what this looked like. But what we did is we came in here, and again, a pine deck, a deck made out of southern pine inspected. All the planks had damage relegated to the first 1/8 of an inch of the top of the surface. And it had peeling Behr DeckOver on the top of it, right? The idea here, the claim here was, hey, either we can resurface this or we're going to have to pull it up and replace it. And my thought is, why would you replace all of this good lumber? I mean, it's really, really good. I mean, I can't get over how easily people are ripping up their deck systems and giving up on them now. I mean, it's unbelievable. Look, we came in here, we replaced a few bad planks. So the standard deck in this area has 3 to 7 bad planks on it. The standard composite deck system has 3 to 7 bad planks on it. Anywhere, if you search for it and look for it, if it's older than 5 years old, okay? So, same thing, all right? We came in here, replaced those, washed this up really well. we came in with a really tough epoxy filler. It's called silverback epoxy, and we used it to make some repairs to some cracks in rails and posts, and to fill those out real beautiful. And we also used it to make some repairs in the floors here where there were some voids and some knots and some things, some imperfections that could be made better. And then we came in, we used a coating system called Kong Armor. We came in and just absolutely encapsulated all this and locked it all down. Really thick build layers over top of this surface to rebuild this, make it thick, make it tough. And the results are really beautiful for this older wood deck system. And it's been here for 20 plus years, I believe, at this time. So from where it was, right, just really beat down and beat up, to drawing it back out and resurfacing it to where it's pretty. It doesn't have a lot of imperfections, and it doesn't have peeling deck paint, right? The customers did not have to pay somebody to come in here and rip all these floorboards up. They did not have to shell out $25,000 for that. And they got a fresh start with an ultra tough film that has first in class UV deflection, first in class tough film technology, so it can take on wind driven rain, sleet, ice, all that stuff up to hurricane wind speeds. Splinter lock technology. They don't have to worry about splinters. High build film that's covering all the frayed wood, splinters, all that stuff. Really pretty. And the good thing about this coating system, the good thing about Kong, is it's backed. So imagine this. All Kong systems are basically backed for life by a deck restoration painter that can come out and help you at any time. You got a lifetime limited warranty, and you got a lifetime service promise. If you have some type of damage to your system, you can get it repaired either under warranty or under service promise for life of ownership. What's that do? Well, when you put a local company that's backing a coating system in place that has actionable resolution, we can make it to where you don't ever have to completely repaint or restain your deck system again. I mean, these customers here, they decided that they wanted to take that money and spend it on better things, more important things in their life than composite or aluminum deck boards or whatever it is. They chose restoration. They chose saving their deck. They chose what we call peeling Behr DeckOver, lockdown encapsulation. The claim was that this either had to be resurfaced or that it had to be replaced. And if we're going to replace it, then we're going to go all the way and we're going to get the new stuff, right? Well, it's been resurfaced and it's been locked down and encapsulated by the world's toughest, most advanced deck resurfacing armor, and the only deck armor system in the entire world that's locally backed by actionable painters that can come out and resolute it at any time. Extreme value. The only coating system in the world that has true regeneration ability, meaning it can be regenerated, okay, anytime, life of ownership. The only one that has a true lifetime limited warranty, okay, the only one that has a true lifetime service promise, the only one that can actually successfully lock over thick build DIY rescue coatings like Behr DeckOver, and at the same time fill in all the fastener entry points so water can't get to them, create true, what we call true water lock. Kong is an immense value. Kong Armor, the coating system, is an immense value. to people that have wood deck systems or composite deck systems. We lock down composite now too all the time. But if you have a wood deck system and you're thinking about giving up on it and refinancing your home, or spending $20,000 or $30,000 to bring in some type of poly vinyl carbonate wood plastic plates that the sun's going to chew up just the same, you're silly. You're silly. That's absolutely silly. Don't give up on your wood. It's an absolutely crazy tough, versatile building product that has got you to where you're at. Why would you give up on it? Visit KongArmor.com. We can save your wood deck with peeling deck paint. We can save your dilapidated wood deck that has extreme weathering. Any of that stuff. We can save it. We can bring it back to life. We can get it encapsulated. Just massive encapsulation. We can bring it roaring back to life. KongArmor.com. Sign up for a free quotation today. But go now, don't wait, because you'll forget. You'll forget, and then next year you'll be on this trip again. I'm gonna rip up all my deck boards and replace them with composite. I get to the bank, get a loan. Don't worry about all that stuff. Just go to the website. Go to the website and sign up for a quote. See you.